One day I was on Amazon just trying to waste some time, and I typed in unicorn makeup brush set just for fun to see what came up. I could not believe the results that we got, like hundreds and hundreds of different sets. I will put the Amazon picture up right about here, right up in between us so that you can see it, because the name brand of these is something that I cannot pronounce. It's AMMIY. And this is their unicorn brush set. So it comes with 10 different brushes, as you can see here. And we're very, very, very quickly gonna go over the different brushes that you get. The one thing about all these brushes is that they have this like unicorn horn handle, and they're also very, very long. So yeah, this is one of Emma's brushes from her set. This is one of mine. The other difference is that the hairs that come in your brush set can vary from one set to another. So like Emma has more blue and purple in her set. Mine has more green, pink, and coral. Like I said, you cannot pick what color hairs come in the brushes, but it's very vibrant and definitely very unicorny. One of the very first brushes that you will see is this. It's the eyeshadow blending brush, great for your crease. And then, like you saw Emma, you get a fan brush to apply highlighter and contour if you wish. Really soft in all of these brushes. Every single one of them is very, very soft. You also get 3 eyeshadow brushes. So this one right here is the most dense of all 3. Then you get one that's a little bit longer, still pretty dense. And then you get one that's pretty thin. And the hairs are longer. So those are your 3 eyeshadow for your lid brushes. Then you get this brush. Now, backstory. I have a Sonia Kashuk pencil brush that I bought from Target. The last time I used it, I actually nicked right underneath my eye, like the skin right underneath my eye, to the point where it was bleeding. So I was really frustrated with that pencil brush. I really wanted to find a new one, and I was very happy to see that this set comes with a pencil brush. It is extremely soft, just like the rest of them, and I've been reaching for this every single day in the month of June to put shadow underneath my lower lash line. So that's another brush you get. Yet another one is this nice fluffy powder brush, great for putting on loose powder to set your foundation. Then you get this angled brush. I'm not exactly sure what the intended use was. It is pretty dense, very soft still. Now, I originally was using this one to apply contour and blush, but then I grabbed this one day, and you can see it's pretty wide, and then when you turn it to its side, it's a lot more narrow. And the end of it, the top of it, is pretty rounded. This one also is very, very densely packed. This one works really well for my contour, so I've been using this every single day for contour. And then finally, you get this brush, which also has an angled top. It's not as densely packed as this one. I mean, even if you look at them like this, so you can see that this one's got more bristles in the barrel than this one does. The other big difference is that this one is not nearly as dense as that one. So it's really good for brushing away a bake, and you can really get up there in the corner of your eye and brush away any excess powder. You could use this for blush, probably contour as well, but yeah, so that's all 10 brushes in the set.
I went to Ulta one day because they were having a 75% off Fiona Stiles event, because Fiona Stiles is leaving Ulta. So I picked up some lipsticks. Now, I think these were $4 a piece. Mm-hmm. So I got the colors Lookout and Normandie. So the color Lookout is a very nice pinky shade, and when you apply them to the lips, they feel very creamy. They wear off pretty easily with eating, and when you swatch them, they appear to be very, very matte. But when you do this, they feel really, really creamy. So that is the color Lookout. And then the color Normandie is actually from their Hydrashine Essential Lip Color collection. But this one still looks matte, just like the other one. So I don't really notice that much of a difference. This color Normandie is the prettiest brown nude I have. And my mother actually allows me to wear this shade which I'm happy about because I like browns. And the packaging. Let's just give a moment to the packaging. It is sturdy, it has magnets, and it looks very classy. Really nice lipsticks. Highly recommend. Go buy yourself one of these.
You can no longer get Fiona Styles at Ulta stores. It may still be available at Ulta.com, and you can also check out other beauty supplies either online or in your local town. My next gotta have it for the month of June is something that I don't think gets talked about enough on YouTube, and I'm not exactly sure why, because it is such a good product. It is not new to the market, but it's new to me. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation in the color Ivory. I think why it's not really talked about a whole lot is because it's not new to the market, like I said. The only thing that is new is that this label is different. The old one did not have the red label on it. And if I remember correctly, the pump color is also different, and also the shape of it. Now, the coverage, I would say, is medium to full. It is definitely buildable. It's not super thick like other foundations, but it's not watery either. The shade is perfectly matched to me. I know it looks pretty light right now, but I'm telling you, like, it's a perfect match for my skin tone. It's pretty neutral, this shade. Another reason why I like this so much is because now that we're in the summer months, my skin chemistry is changing and I tend to get a little bit more oily in my T-zone. Still my cheeks, there's been no change, but the oils seem to be coming, and I'm sure this is very common with a lot of you. This stuff, as long as I use the right primer with it, does not budge at all. It stays put. Now, that being said, it will dry down matte, and for the first 2 to 3 hours that you're wearing it, it still looks very, very matte. However, after that, it kind of melts in with your own natural skin oils and moisturizer that you have on, the primer that you have on, and then it looks very natural and like a satin finish after that, and then it stays that way the remainder of the day. So I am loving, loving, loving this foundation. I wish I had found it sooner, and yeah, I can't highly recommend this enough, especially for the summer months.
My next product is the Tarte Maneater Mascara. I love, love, love my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I do really like it. It is a close second to my Urban Decay Mascara. When you take out the wand, it is very thin with very few bristles, and the bristles are sparse. And this mascara, paired with my IT Cosmetics base, is so nice, and there's such a huge difference between mascara and no mascara at all. But the main reason I like it is because of the formula. With mascara, I like more volume than length because I have very long lashes, and it absolutely gives me volume and a little bit of added length as well. For some people, they don't like it because of if it holds a curl, but my lashes are naturally curly. Don't know why.
If we
they
could
just
all
are.
be so lucky.
Now, I did get this from you, I love you, because she hated it.
Still do.
So it has found a new place in my heart, plus the packaging. It's cheetah print, of course I'm gonna love it.
My next gotta have it for the month of June is something that you can actually find at your local Dollar General. This is the LA Colors Matte Eyeshadow in Whisper. At my Dollar Generals, in fact all the Dollar Generals in my area, when you go over to the makeup section, they have usually an end cap display, so that display that's on the end of an aisle, and they will have these eyeshadow singles, they'll have lip gloss singles from LA Colors, a couple other like mini nail polishes, that sort of thing. So I picked this up. They actually are 2 for $1, if you can believe it. So this is my skin color, just a little bit better. And some days it looks taupe to me, some days it looks like tan beige to me, other days it looks like pink, like a really pale pinky taupe. Whatever it looks like, it just blends out so nicely, and I use this, like I said, as a transition color. It blends in with any other shadow that I put in my crease. It just looks so natural, and it really does provide a nice transition between my eyeshadow and my natural skin color. So I love this so much that I've already picked up myself a backup, and I already know I'm going to hit pan on this. I honestly, truly have used this every single day in the month of June, no matter what eyeshadow color or what eyeshadow look I'm going for. So they have a couple other different matte shadows. Go check them out. Go find your local Dollar General. Pick you up a whole bag full of these. You can thank me later.
My last product for the month of June is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek Palette. One day my aunt came over, and my aunt, if you didn't know already, loves makeup. She has tons of it, and one day she came to our house with a couple of makeup bags full of makeup for us to, just swatch and have fun with. So we came across this in one of her bags, and she said to me, I hate this palette. I cannot get any pigmentation out of these eyeshadows or the highlighter. So I said to her, well, I've been wanting it for a while. And she's like, well, here you go. She let me have it. When I tried this out, the highlighter, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the best thing I've put on my cheeks. Really. It is so nice, and just with one swipe in that swatch, it is so gorgeous and glowy. I love that highlighter. And this palette, oddly enough, smells like a Too Faced chocolate bar palette. I don't know why. It just does.
It does. It does actually smell like chocolate.
It smells like my Bon Bon palette, really. As far as the eyeshadows, they need more help with application. Now, I can see where my aunt was coming from when saying she can't get any color out of these, but I think it comes down to eye primer and brush. So I use a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush or the e.l.f. blending brush to apply this onto my lid, and it just works with those two things. Now, this color is called Myth, and it is really, really pretty. It's like a nice mauvey brown taupe color.
And it is the only matte in the palette.
I've been obsessed with two main colors lately, and the other color is called Pixie. Now, Pixie is like a shimmery gold, hollow-esque, bronzy shade. And I will just take a brush that is wet with setting spray, and then take that and then just put that in the center of my eyelid over top of Myth. And it is just so, so, so pretty. The formulation is, in my opinion, touch and go with depending on the eyeshadow. And the packaging. It is a very, very sturdy packaging. And the mirror is so big. It's really nice. You could take this, on vacation with you and have your mirror, your highlighter, and your eyeshadow all in one.
And I have two more gotta have it's for the month of June. The first one that I'm going to talk about of the last two is the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. I am one who likes to have a pen barrel and a brush tip, liquid eyeliner. Now, most products out on the market are going to be either or. So, like for example, a lot of liquid eyeliners, you unscrew the cap and you take it out of the bottle, and it honestly looks like an elongated nail polish brush with a thinner brush on the end of it. So I like the brush part for the liquid eyeliner, but I don't like that the part where you hold it to apply it is so short. With it doesn't matter if you get high end or drugstore. It's very cumbersome and difficult for me to use. So I like that I can get a pen and hold it anywhere on the barrel that feels comfortable to me. Now, if I get a liquid eyeliner that's in pen form, 9 times out of 10, the tip is going to be felt tip. And I don't like that because I feel like it usually drags across my skin and it just doesn't feel comfortable. So it's really difficult to find the best of both worlds. This, on the other hand, is the best of both worlds. The tip, like I said, is a brush tip. Like a paintbrush, really fine paintbrush. It is very pigmented. You can draw anything from a teeny tiny line to something super duper thick. And it looks beautiful every single time. When it dries down, it doesn't budge, and it is waterproof. I can attest to that. So yeah, I am loving, loving, loving this eyeliner, and I'm so glad I came across it. And my last gotta have it for the month of June is actually a hair care product. This is the new L'Oreal Air Dry It Wave Swept Spray. I've talked about how my hair is very thin. The texture of it is not coarse. It's like a fine, it's not dry, but it's not silky either. It's kind of like somewhere in between, but very thin in size and sparsity. When my hair is like chin length and a little bit shorter, I can blow dry my hair, and all of my Boost It products by L'Oreal that I love so much really work. I can get tons and tons of volume up in the crown of my head, and it doesn't go away all day long. And it also works usually like 8 months out of the year, so like fall through spring. Well, when my hair gets to be chin length and longer, and especially now that we're in the summer months, there's nothing that keeps the volume in my hair. So I kind of have to let my hair air dry. And as you can see, I got naturally wavy and curly hair. So I bought this hoping that it would add a little bit of shine to my hair and also keep the curliness and the waviness in my hair naturally all day long. And it absolutely does. After I get out of the shower, it doesn't matter if it's a shampoo day or not. I wet my hair either way, get out of the shower, dry it, towel dry it, spray a little bit of this all over, and then I will scrunch up my hair in my hands, let it go, start my makeup. About 10-15 minutes later, I'll scrunch it up again, and then let it finish air drying. And this is what it comes out as. When I walk outside and it's so humid outside, my hair does not like poof out like a big fuzz ball. It stays just like this. And if I get caught in the rain, once my hair finishes drying from the rain, it goes right back to this. So I feel like this is a great holy grail product for those of you out there who've got the same kind of hair issues that I have. You've got thin hair, but also like naturally wavy. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It gives you a little bit of shine and silkiness in your hair, but it doesn't weigh it down. And that's what's most important to me.
Now on to our don't buy it. My first don't buy it is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. My issue with this is by the end of my 9-ish, maybe 12-hour day, I'm an oil slick in my T-zone, and it's not cute. I get especially oily on my forehead, like right here, and on the very tip of my nose. The texture is great. Everything else about it is great, except for the fact that it makes me oily. And it broke me out in some very weird places on my face. So I will not be using this again, but I'm giving it to my mother.
So I did recommend this to Emma because it does work for me. I hope that you take all of our favorites and not so favorites for every month with a grain of salt, because this is one reason why we really love doing these gotta have us and don't buy us, is because what works for me may not work for Emma, and vice versa. And the same thing goes for you. What works for us may not work for you. So going back to the primer, the only downside to this with me is that I will find that it does start to let the oil seep in after about an 8-hour wear day for me. So I definitely can't use it on nights that I have to work. But if I'm going about my day, not doing a whole lot of errands, maybe just hanging out around the house, I do absolutely love this, and it does keep my oils at bay. So yeah, I will be using it up, and I'm really upset that it didn't work for her.
I am really upset too, especially because I'm running out of my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and the full size is $32.
I only have one don't buy it for the month of June. And honestly, this kind of breaks my heart because I love the formulation so much. That's not my issue with it. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and this is in the color 01 Creamy Vanilla. Now, like I said, I don't mind the formula, and actually I really like the formula. It's supposed to act as a concealer and foundation in one product, so you don't have to use two separate products. On the back, it says it's long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. I definitely agree with all those. So that's like my holy grail foundation from the summer months. It does have a pump, so that's another good thing about this. The issue with this is that it's the lightest shade available in stores at the moment. And it's really, really yellow. Now I have a very pronounced pink undertone in my skin, or cool undertone. So I have to err on the side of neutral to cool foundations. And that isn't all that easy to find in the drugstore. I really wanted to like this formulation because it's exactly what I want in terms of long wearing and sweat resistant and water resistant. But like I said, it's just too yellow. I did see on Instagram recently that they are coming out with another shade in 00. I don't know what the name of it is. But the whole point of it is it's supposed to be good for people who have very fair skin and who have that cool or pink undertone to their skin. So I'm super excited. I haven't seen it in any stores yet, but it is coming.
My last product is the Milani Prime Shield. Another primer bites the dust for me. It is so gritty and slippery. It feels so slippery and kind of gritty. It does not feel pleasant on the face. I can deal with it on my hand, but on my face, no.
It does feel like it's got a little bit of a silicone or baby powder feel to it. I'm not bothered by it, but it may be different feeling on the face.
And this does claim to be pore minimizing and control the oil. The pore minimizing aspect, if you really want minimized pores that you can't see, do not get this because you still have pores, and mine are fairly big if you were to, be in the same room with me. This just does not minimize my pores that well. Now for the oil control part of this. After my long day of school or shopping or special event or whatever, and come home and look at myself in the mirror, to put it in the best terms, if I were to do this across my forehead, my hand would slip across my forehead and pick up foundation. That's how oily I get with this.
So I will be giving this a try. Hopefully it works for me. And yeah, again, I'm really upset it didn't work for her.
Me too.
That is it for our Gotta Have It and Don't Buy It for the month of June. We really appreciate you watching this video, and make sure that you give us a big thumbs up if you liked it too, and share it with your friends. We have connected with so many people all over the world, and it really has been a great experience, and we really would like to see our Mom and Me Beauty family grow. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below if you're new here and you would like to see that we post 2 beauty videos a week. On Mondays is Mom and Me Day, and on Thursdays is either Teen Take with Emma or Mom Moment with me. Leave us a comment in the box below. Let us know what your June Gotta Have It and Don't Buy It are. We really do like watching these videos and hearing from you, our viewers, what products that you like and you don't like so much, because your tips and your information really help us when we go to make our decisions about what we would like to try. Connect with us on Instagram under Mom and Me Beauty, and with Emma under Emma_N_2004. Thank you again so very, very much for watching, and we will see you next time in our next Mom and Me video.
Bye everyone!